Okay, quick little update. Guess where I am? I'm in Vancouver. Yeah, so I made a treacherous journey this morning out of the Manitoba cold weather and made it to Vancouver, where, guess what? The snow followed me. So, take that with what you will. Tomorrow's my interview. It is the 10th, 11th today. Today's the 11th. Tomorrow's the 12th, and tomorrow's my interview. I just finished, I wrecked that. Like, writing out some answers just so I can contain myself. Because I'm the type of person that, like, when I'm, like, even talking in class, I need to have some sort of structure of what I'm going to say. Otherwise, I go the whole time. I don't know about you, but that's me. That's me. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I just finished. I'm gonna head to bed because right now in Vancouver, it is 8:26. Manitoba time, it is 10:26. And in Manitoba, I've been up since like 4 a.m. And I got maybe like 4 hours of sleep. So I think I'm gonna go to bed. Gonna do my skincare and everything, and then I'm gonna hit the bed. Probably read for a little bit, and then wake up nice and early tomorrow morning to attempt to eat breakfast. We'll see. Maybe I can take things and leave them in my room so I can have them later because it's free breakfast. You gotta take advantage of it, you know? Yeah. Anyways, update you guys later. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is interview day. I am so excited. I just realized it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm screaming, so let's try this again. Good morning, everyone. It is interview day. I'm so excited. I just did my makeup. I tried to keep it as subtle as possible, but then I was like, oh, I'm going out and about after this, so I'm not coming back to my hotel because it's about like a 40-minute drive to get back to my hotel. So, unfortunately, I'm not in complete Disney look. I did take out my nose ring, and I feel very weird. So, time to start getting used to that, I guess. This piercing did not come out, though, so, because I don't know how to get it out, and I'm not taking it out right now, so, because I don't know if I can get it back in. My nose ring is super easy to get back in. Anyways, yeah, so it is 6:30 in the morning. Breakfast has just started at the hotel, and my cousin's coming to pick me up in an hour, and I don't know if I want to eat breakfast, you know? So I think I'm gonna go down there. Maybe I'll take some up here. I'll take it up here and then keep it in the fridge or something, and I can have it later. I haven't decided yet because I love breakfast. Breakfast food is so good. But while I was getting ready this morning, I was practicing interview questions. So I was watching a video that somebody made last year. And it's a very good video. Don't ask me how many times I've watched it because it's probably an absurd amount of times. But anyways, so I was just like listening to what he was saying for what was his questions, and then I would pause it and then I would give my answer, and I'm starting to feel a lot more confident, which is good because I don't want to go in there and be like very like I want to go in there and I want to be a happy, like, smiley person, be like, hi, nice to meet you, my name is McKenna. So I want to be like that good positive instead of like that, you know? I used up all my words, which is why it's kind of sounding weird, and I'm using more words later. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go have breakfast, and I'll probably talk more later. morning. It is Saturday, the 13th of January, and now I have to leave Vancouver. Yeah, to go back and go to a place that I have to stay in another hotel. I'm hoping my flight doesn't get canceled, because a lot of the people from Edmonton, their flights got canceled. So, yeah. Hey, that's a wrap for me in Vancouver. I'm about to head down and go and catch my shuttle. It was actually so much fun being here. I got to hang out with my cousin a lot. I got to hang out with lots of other people and meet lots of people who are also interviewing for the Disney program. So this is so exciting. So it is currently present McKenna editing this video, and I actually just realized as I was editing that I didn't take a little moment to talk about what kind of questions were asked in the interview. And I know that's going to be the dying question, so I'm just going to film in a little bit right now. I have all my notes in front of me of what was asked of me, and honestly it was a pretty simple interview. Like, there wasn't any very in-depth questions. They were very basic questions. So when I was preparing the night before the interview, I didn't really get a lot of the similar questions that I was preparing for. So it really shows you that every interview is going to be different, and they can kind of read you pretty quick. They were saying that the interviews are going to be about 10 minutes-ish. Mine ended up being, I think, between 15 and 20 minutes just because we were talking. But that's how it felt, at least. I'm not sure how long it actually was. I think it was, though. But anyways, so without further ado, here are the questions that were asked of me. So I had my interview with Danielle, and I was about the third person to go. So I was in Vancouver, as you can tell by my little traveling. I was in Vancouver at BCIT. I think, yep. BCIT. Yep. I just had to think about that for a second. And that was just a cool experience on its own. So I got to meet a couple people from Facebook. We met beforehand. We walked in together, so that was awesome. And we got to meet the dean of the university, actually. And I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but I don't want to butcher it. But he knows who he is. And very nice guy. Very nice guy. He actually used to be an Imagineer for Disney, and I just thought that was such a cool little link. So he brought Disney to the university to host their interviews here, so I thought that was really cool. So anyways, I signed up to be between 11 and 12 o'clock for my interviews, so I was expecting to be one of the first people to go. So there's that. We did start at 10:30 for interviews, so we finished our presentation. It was between 9:30 and 10. It was just a half an hour. Then we had half an hour to chill out. They set up all their stuff, and then we went in for our interviews. They came and they called us in. We were clapping when somebody was going to go get their interview done. It was just magical on its own little presence. So yeah, I was with Danielle, and I was about probably the third person to go. And these are the questions that she asked me. So she asked me about my schooling and where I go to school. So the main concern that she was asking was if I went to school at this school and if these dates are appropriate and work with my course load and everything. And I was like, well, Miss Ma'am, not actually like that. But I was like, yeah, so I actually am from Brandon, Manitoba, and I actually had to fly out here. So I had a long, treacherous journey to get out. It took me 4.5 hours to get to a place that should take me 2.5 hours just because the snow was so bad. I couldn't see, no visibility. So I talked to her about all that. Just how crazy the winter storm was in Manitoba during this time. And then she also talked to me about what I'm taking in school. Do I like it? What are some of my favorite things about school? And then she got down to what roles would I like, or what roles I would like to do. So if you haven't watched my video already earlier on the whole like acceptance process, I said that my number one role was merchandise. My second one would be attractions, and my third one would be quick service food and beverage. So I ended up getting merchandise as my role. After the interview, of course, they're gonna ask you what kind of questions that you have for them. And I always think it's very good to come prepared with any sort of questions. So I kind of asked just a little bit of basic questions because they did give us a bit of information about themselves when we were doing the presentation. So I didn't want it to seem like I wasn't really paying attention. So the questions that I asked her are, what is one of her favorite memories of working while either being in the Disney College program or just throughout her whole career? She gave me a beautiful answer, and I honestly almost started crying. It was just a really beautiful answer that she gave me. We talked about our favorite attractions, our favorite costumes, and why she loves the job. And we probably could have just stayed there for like a couple hours just talking about all things Disney. I can tell the passion that she has for Disney. I hope that she could tell the passion that I had for Disney as well. So yeah, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a good interview. And then we stayed there for a little bit and went on with our days later on. So yeah. Morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. It is currently January 22nd. And I think offers either will be going out today or tomorrow, which is the 23rd. So we'll see when they come out. Happy Tuesday.